Nah, man, that's not time. They're very weird.
Okay, let me see that.
All right. All right. Shabbat Shalom, and Ashar Kadash, which means happy, huh?
Ashar Kadash Yoriat.
Ashar Kadash Yariak. Happy New Moon to Israel. Welcome back to the Hebrew Chosen Elect Shabbat reading and class. This week we'll be picking back up in the Book of Numbers, chapter 2. But before we do that, our regular quick announcements. First announcement, upcoming. Turn that off, my bad. Upcoming Hamasharai Yasha Allah Hebrew Chosen Elect Coat Drive fundraiser. We do every year. This is our 7th annual, and we're taking donations: coats, hats, blankets, shirts, scarves, gloves, whatever winter apparel you can give to help somebody stay warm throughout the winter season. Please go ahead and donate, new or used in good condition. We also are taking cash donations or in person or cash app donations through our cash app, which is hashtag BDANI01, and earmark that coat drive. So we'll be taking these donations from now up to most likely sometime. Would you say our most likely date though?
Until the date.
But we're thinking about the 20th, probably 20th, but it's always around the 21st, the beginning of winter season. So we'll be taking those donations up until then. If you're not already in contact with any of us, or you're new to watching, or to us as a camp, you can contact us through our contact information, which I'll be presenting next, actually. So yeah, so thanks in advance for any donations for our coat drive. Once again, that cash app is specific for the coat drive, but we also have our cash app if you'd like to help out and give alms and donate to us for the ministry, which is going across the bottom of the screen. That's hashtag Hebrew Chosen Elect. So remember, if it's for the coat drive, it's hashtag BDANI01 and earmark that coat drive. Once again, throughout in advance. So contact information if you'd like to reach out about the coat drive or getting in class or keeping feast days with us or any questions, concerns, you can reach out to me through Facebook or phone. Facebook at We Are Israel, Gemara Yashala, or through phone call or text at 302-510-7147. You can also reach out to Brother Yakanan, who's sitting here today at 508-840-7710 or on Facebook at Brandon Daniels Yakanan Maccabee Yasharala. Also, we ask that if you could like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channels, HCE Red Pill Reality and HCE Reloaded. With that, we'll go ahead and get to the reading. First and forehand, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor Yahweh B'Shem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Let me pull up. I lost it in my phone. And once again, we'll be picking up in the reading at Numbers chapter 2. But before we do that, give me chapter 1, verse 18, because this reading today, we're going to be going into who determines the seed along with the reading. Is it the father or the mother that determines one's nationality if they are of Israel or any other nation? Who determines the seed line? As we've read in the first chapter, it's clear that the lineage is determined by the father. And as stated in verse 18. Read that.
Hold on. I'm sorry.
I'll read it while you got it. Just get your stuff together then.
No, I'm there. I was just looking.
Yeah, but whatever. Go ahead, do what you're doing. I'll get this part.
Okay.
So it's a rhetorical question. The answer is the father determines the seed line. And this is determined through scripture, as we read Numbers chapter 1, specifically verse 18, which reads, "And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward by their polls." See that? So according to Bible, your pedigree, which is, who knows got the definition of pedigree, or quick can tell the people exactly what pedigree means. Pedigree. Anybody got it?
Ezekiel's waiting for it.
I got it. And I got it out of Noah Webster's 1828 dictionary. Pedigree is lineage, line of ancestors from which a person or tribe descends, your genealogy. You see that? So your pedigree, your lineage, your line of ancestors is reckoned through your father's seed line, father to father to father to father. Why is this important that we go over this? Because today the opposite is taught and accepted by those who the world considers to be the descendants of the nation Moses is speaking to here in the Bible. It's taught the mother bears the seed. Traditional Jewish law, or halakha, is determined. It says Jewishness is passed down through the maternal line. We just read that. We just read the pedigree is determined by the father, but in traditional Jewish law, Jewishness is passed down through the maternal line. A child is born to a Jewish mother is considered Jewish by birth, regardless of the father's lineage. This is halakha, traditional Jewish law. It says regardless of the father's lineage. That means the father could be a Moabite, a Hamite. You got a mom that's a Jew that's Jewish, you in there, according to Jewish law, tradition. This principle is observed in Orthodox Judaism and conservative Judaism. Now, before we get into the reading, I have a article I want to read for y'all on this point. Um, this article is in the kabod.org. Looks like it's by some guy named Yoram Ranan. This article states the Code of Jewish Law clearly states that a child of Jewish mother is Jewish regardless of the father's lineage, what we just read, or whatever else may show up in a DNA test. While the child of a non-Jewish mother is not Jewish, matrilineal descent has been a matrilineal descent has been a fundamental principle of, watch this, of Torah since the Jewish people came into existence. We're reading Torah, ain't we? Numbers 118, that's Torah, is it not? This is what they believe in. This is what they teach. If your father is Jewish but not your mother, please see To a Child of a Jewish Father. That's a book. Some aspects of Judaism, like the priesthood, are clearly patrilineal. But the entry line into Jewishness has always been through the mother or conversion. Interesting. Same article, Biblical Roots of Jewish Matrilineal Descent. There's clear evidence of the rule of matrilineal descent in biblical times in the story of Ezra and the returning exiles, which we'll be dealing with that. There's clear evidence of the rule of matrilineal descent in biblical times. It's like, yeah, I just read that. The book of Ezra tells the story of the Jews who returned from Babylon to finish rebuilding the Holy Temple in Jerusalem. Upon their arrival, they found that many of the Jews who inhabited the land had taken non-Jewish wives. Ezra was heartbroken, tearing his garments in mourning and prayer to God. A large crowd gathered and joined with Ezra as he prayed and wept. The verse states, and Shechaniah, the son of Jehiel of the sons of Elam, raised his voice and said to Ezra, we have betrayed our God, and we have taken in foreign wives of the people of the land. But there is still hope of Israel concerning this. Now then, let us make a covenant with our God to expel all these women and those who are born to them in accordance with the bidding of the Lord and of all who are concerned over the commandment of God, and let the Torah be obeyed. If the child of a Jewish father is Jewish, why did Shechaniah suggest expulsion of the children born to these women? How was it that Ezra and all the people agreed to this advice? Jewish people historically were greatly attached to their children. How is it that they agreed to send them away? Obviously, it was given that these children were not Jewish. Furthermore, note that Shechaniah states, and let the Torah be obeyed. Apparently, everyone understood that this was not a new edict, but a call for obedience to the Torah as it had always been understood by the Jewish people. Matrilineal descent in the times of Moses. Ezra is one of the last books of the Hebrew Bible. Many have asked why this issue was not raised earlier, even in the times of Moses. If the Hebrew Bible provided a detailed explanation, yeah, I didn't even want to go that far. So it brings up Ezra and the Torah. Ezra and the Torah. Which all these things we're going to deal with. As we've already read, though, according to Torah, lineage, your pedigree, is determined by the father. So that's just one of the many falsehoods that the so-called people today are putting forth in the land, into the world. You got a question?
Yes, so I have a scripture.
What do you got? We might be going there.
Ezra 2:59.
We ain't going to that one, so go ahead. We are going to Ezra, so bring out that real quick.
Ezra 2:59.
He's bringing the good. No, I was very good there too. But.
And these were they which went up from Telamela, Telahassa, Cherub, Adon, and Emor. But they could not show their father's house in the seed whether they were of Israel.
And that's a good one. That's a great. So the problem with these cats was they couldn't show their pedigree that they were of the seed of Israel. And that's in the same book, and there are references. So even in Ezra, it's determining seed of what does it say? Read that part again. I'm fumbling it. Just that part. They failed to do what?
Show the seed whether they were of Israel.
According to
show their father's house and their seed whether they were of Israel.
Right. So even in Ezra, it's stating the same things we're reading in Torah. But we know that these guys, we know why they change it up, because they know that they're stealing our identity, right? And we also know that they don't have the understanding any old way. So they believe these lies, they tell these lies because they're the children of lies.
It's a lot.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to bring up the precept that's the exact parallel to that, because they're bearing witness to the same thing. This is Nehemiah bearing witness to the same thing as Ezra is coming out of the Babylonian captivity.
Right.
This is Nehemiah 7:61, and it said, and these the ones who went up. Salaki, this is Nehemiah 7:61, and these were the ones who went up also from Tel Melah, Tel Hashariah, Cherub, Adon, and Immer, but they could not show their father's house nor their seed whether they were Israel. You know what I mean? So
over and over again, it's the Bible's telling us seed of Israel, father the pedigree of Israel. I got a whole
lesson I was working on, but this ain't the notebook. I wrote it down, and I could. It go
we can get together and put yours and mine together, because I got one too, and it's really basic. It's basic for us to actually study the Bible, actually read the Bible from front to back. So we're going to go into it more, but it's already Torah, Ezra, Nehemiah. The whole Bible is plain. Seed is not determined by your mother. Go ahead.
And Ezra speaks about that, calling that pollution. Second Ezra 6.
Second Ezra where?
Second Ezra 62 and 63.
Second Ezra or first?
Ezra 2.
First Ezra or Ezra?
Ezra, I'm sorry.
Just Ezra?
Yeah, Ezra 62 and 63. These sought their register amongst those that were reckoned by genealogy, but they were not found. Therefore, they were as polluted, put from the priesthood. And Tereshath said unto them that they should not eat of the most holy things till there stood up a priest of Urim and with thunder.
Right, because these cats they had usurped positions in the priesthood by what means? They were marrying in to Jewish women. That was one of the problems, huh?
Judah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They were marrying in.
They're not Jewish women, but Judah.
Well, no, it was actually Levi. Remember, you just read about the priesthood.
Yes.
Yeah, so Levi. Yeah. I'm just using Jewish because we're talking about Jewish people believing that. But yes, the kingdom of Judah. Because they was priests. They were marrying in and usurping positions of the priesthood. So like these are the type of things that come off of intermarrying, which is one of the reasons, because all the nations, they know the promises, the way that the nation is viewed. So they know, they trying to find any way to get in, because these are the people that the world was given to. At the end of the day, these are the rulers of the world, but we want rulership. How can we get in there? Okay, let's make these marriages, and then let's start using the fact that we're married to, in-law relationships to get positions. So, yes, it's about the seed being the father.
Maybe here in America as well. So because the European men could not own men here in the Americas. So what he would do is he would take young girls, like we read the beautiful story of Pocahontas, where European men took her up into I think it was England or whatever, up into Europe, European country, raped her, had a child by her, killed her out there, and came back in and claimed land in his name.
Anger babies.
Yeah, this is a common practice, even when it's not in conquering aspect. Like you got kingdoms, right? They'll marry to each other. I'll marry my daughter to your son, the prince over there. You got a couple daughters might marry to my sons, the princes of my kingdom, and now we're in league with each other. But us as Israel was supposed to be a holy nation. There is no becoming one with other nations, because that means becoming one with what? Their customs, their beliefs, their idolatries, right? So, and we're going to touch on that even a little bit more down the chapter. So, if anybody has anything, go ahead. But if not, we'll go ahead and start the reading.
I have more.
Yeah, we're going to deal we're going to deal with it more. We're going to go in depth with this point after this chapter and the next, I believe, because these next two chapters are going into what we've read in verse 18 of chapter 1 and what we're bringing out. This book Numbers over and over puts that law down of everything is going to the tribe, the fathers, the seed, the fathers, the ensign of the fathers, the army of Judah according to the fathers. We're going to read these things in the Torah, but these cats are putting out articles and saying that the matrilineal descent is proved in the Torah. We haven't read it, and now we're going to read more, and that's just asinine. And it's alive the devil. So Numbers chapter 2, verse 1.
The book of Numbers, chapter 2, verse 1. And Yahweh spoke unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, every man of the children of Israel shall pitch by his own standard, with the ensign of their father's house. Far off about the tabernacle of the congregation shall they pitch.
So once again, the ensign, this is the army of Israel setting up in the wilderness, right? So each tribe has an ensign. What's an ensign? A standard and ensign. Pretty much, you ever seen the old movies of like the armies in like ancient England or ancient Mongolia, wherever? They always come on horseback with the army, and somebody or a group of people are carrying flags.
It's the coat of arms.
Coats of arms. So each of our tribes would have an army by tribe, and you would have a standard, a flag with the ensign being your sign. So we got we know Judah to be the lion, right? Benjamin might have on their flag the wolf. The Ephraim would have the rhino, right? Levi the scales. Dan might have the serpent, right? Each tribe would have a standard and an ensign. And it would,
and so on and so forth.
Right. And it says that ensign of their mother's house?
Their father's
father's house. So once again, everything father's house. Father. Where do we get this mother from? We've yet to see this, but so each army would have the standard and ensign of their father's house. Go ahead. We don't have a tribe of Dinah, by the way. If it's mother, why we ain't got a tribe of Dinah? That would make sense, right?
And on the east side, toward the rising of the sun, shall they of the standard of the camp of Judah pitch throughout their armies. And Nahshon, the son of Amminadab, shall be captain of the children of Judah. And his host and those that were numbered of them were 314,600. And those that do pitch
real quick, who can tell me that number? We should be able to read the number by now. How many was of the tribe of Judah's army? Read it again.
And his host and those that were numbered of them were 80, 14,600.
Who can read that number in regular English today? All right, I'll teach y'all again. 80.
Hold up. How many is a score?
100.
No.
So it's like a time limit, a year?
No.
Score is 2. So 80 would be 3 times 2. So that would be 6. Or no, Salakia, score is 20.
20. Come on.
But I'm doing this 3 times 2 is why I'm worried about the 3 times 2. So a score is 20. All right. Times 3, you got 60. Then it says 14. So now you add that together. Because 14 is less than 20. I'm going to teach y'all some math right quick. So you don't say if you get up to 20, you just call it a score. So anything less than the 20, you say it as is. 12, 13, 14, even 19. So 80 we know is 60 because you did your 3 times 20. Then you're going to add the next number, if there is one, 14. So that's 74. Then it says 1,600. So how many is it?
Read it. It's right in front of you. You ain't got no Bible?
No.
There's a few. Pick whichever one you like. You know, we got Bibles in here. So it's 74,600. That's how many. So remember that. When it says score, that's 20. So if it says 80, it's 3 times 20. If it says 20, I ain't never seen it say that, but if it says 20, that's what? 40. If it says 80, that's what? 80. All right?
Yeah.
Josiah, you fiddling with your water. What's a score?
What?
How many is a score? Like if it says 80, this is a math lesson. How many is a score? 20. That's why you got to pay attention. 20. So we're trying to figure out the number. How many people is in this army? If it says 80, the score part is 20. So 3 times 20 is 60, right? Just like 3 times 2 is 6. Have you even learned math multiplication yet?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm double checking. So 3 times 2 is what?
6.
So 3 times 20 is what?
60.
Right. So that's instead of saying 3 20s or 3 times 20, it says 80. So that means if you read a number and it says 80 or 80, that score stands for 20. It means you have to multiply the first number times, stop turning and pay attention. You have to multiply the first number times 20. You got it? You got it?
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll go over it again, but you got to remember this. Or when you're reading, it'll be another thing where you just read over and you be like, I don't know what that means. And you keep going. So it's 74,600 of the army of Israel. That's not even, Judah. That's not even all Judah. That's just the army, men old enough to go to war. Now we can go back.
And his host and those that were numbered of them were 14,600. And those that do pitch next unto him shall be the tribe of Issachar. And Nathaniel, the son of Zuar, shall be captain of the children of Issachar. And his host of those that were numbered thereof were 54,400.
So Judah, and they're on the, where we at? On the east side of everything's around the tabernacle. So this is setting up a camp of an army, and the main at the center is the tabernacle. We're in the wilderness, remember. you actually think about it, there's like 600,000 men and then women and children. This is like, we're in the wilderness, like a small city or a big city. Like this is why like everybody's afraid when we traveling through, talking about can we pass through your land? They looking at it like shit. Y'all could come and slaughter us? No, hell no. That's why Esau's like that, because he already hates Jacob, right? And then here you is coming with a million people. Y'all can take over all our stuff and kill us and push us out. So Judah's on the east. And it's them and now Issachar and Judah. And Issachar has 54,400. So that's just 54,400. You don't got to do the score thing. So Judah got 74,000 plus. Issachar got 54,000 plus. And this is the army. Go ahead.
And his host and those that were numbered thereof were 54,400.
Mm-hmm.
Then the tribe of Zebulun and Elad, the son of Helon, shall be captain of the children of Zebulun.
Mm-hmm.
And his host and those that were numbered thereof were 57,400. All that were numbered in the camp of Judah were 100,000 and 80,000 and 6,400 throughout their army.
So what we're seeing here, we're seeing order. We're seeing rank. This is the camp of Judah, but there's 3 tribes inside the camp of Judah. Y'all see that?
Yeah.
So people always talking about the camp. That's wicked. You have a rank and order and file and
Let all things be done with
all things decent in order. And even the Most High, even in the wilderness, he was ordaining decency and order and rank and file. So you got Judah, Issachar, and Zebulun to the east of the tabernacle. And they are the camp of Judah, meaning who's the head camp in that? Who's the head tribe, Slakia, in that camp? Judah. It's called the camp of Judah, but it consists of Judah, Issachar, and who? That's the last one we read. Zebulun. Come on, bring your brains with you now. Go ahead.
And all that were numbered of the camp of Judah were 100,000 and 80,000 and 6,400 throughout their armies. These shall first set forth.
Mm-hmm. That's a mighty army. And that's just one camp. 100 and some thousand men, aged of all over the age of 20 and trained for war. Go ahead.
On the south side shall be the standard of the camp, Reuben, according to their armies. And the captain of the children of Reuben shall be Elazar, the son of Shadir. And his host and those that were numbered thereof were 46,500. And those was pitched by him shall be the tribe of Simeon. And the captain of the children of Simeon shall be Shemuel, the son of Zurishaddai. And his host and those that were numbered of them were 59,300. Then the tribe of Gad and the captain of the sons of Gad shall be Elshaph, the son of Ruel. And his hosts and those that were numbered of them were 45,650. All that were numbered in the camp of Reuben were 100,050 and 1,450 throughout their armies, and they shall set forth in the second rank.
So you had the camp of Reuben, which was Reuben, Simeon, and Gad, and they got 150,000 plus too. That's so camp of Judah in the east of the tabernacle and Reuben to the south of the tabernacle. Go ahead.
All that were numbered in the camp of Reuben were 100,050 and 1,450 throughout the armies, and they shall set forth in the second rank. Then the tabernacle of the congregation shall set forward with the camp of the Levites in the midst of the camp. As they encamp, so shall they set forward every man in his place by their standards.
So, like I said, who's in the middle? The tabernacle and Levites. Notice this, he's also giving your traveling orders. He wants traveling to be done in order. That's why when we go on like trips to DC or New York, we try to set it up. It didn't go that way, but we try to set up. We're going to meet here or we're going to meet there, and then we're going to discuss traveling, who rides with who.
Or when we try to organize, just do certain things within inside the congregation,
right.
It helped things to go smoother. We would have known certain things were going on if brothers had done things with decency and order.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. And then what happens when we don't follow the order, the decency, things like go south on, we ain't going to bring those up, but you have things go south while you're out at these different camp events or wherever, the Most High set it up, everything to be done with decency and order, because when that happens, things go smooth. When everybody, first off, before you go to war, you counsel. You weigh the cost. You got what it takes to go to war. Everything done that way, when you do what you're setting out to do, it runs smoother because it was planned ahead of time, right? So the Most High, he's even set up the army to move in a certain way so that everybody knows their job, everybody knows their position, everybody is on the same page of what we got to do. So you got Judah, camp of Judah, camp of Reuben, then in the center you got Levites in the tabernacle. Go ahead. Verse 18.
Verse 18, on the west side shall be the standard of the camp of Ephraim, according to their armies. And the captain of the sons of Ephraim shall be Elishama, the son of Amihud, and his host, and those that were numbered of them were 40,500. And by him shall be the tribe of Manasseh. Slakia. And the captain of the children of Manasseh shall be Gamaliel, the son of Pedazir, and his host, and those that were numbered of them were 32,200. Then the tribe of Benjamin and the children of the sons of Benjamin shall be Abidan, the son of Gideoni, and his host, and those that were numbered of them were 35,400. All that were numbered of the camp of Ephraim were 100,000 and 8,000, and 100 throughout their armies, and they shall go forward in the third rank.
So in the third rank on the west side, you had the camp of Ephraim, which consisted of Ephraim, Manasseh, and Benjamin. Go ahead. All the sons basically of Rachel, even though Ephraim and Manasseh, the grandsons, but from Joseph. So that's the camp on the west side. You have the camp of Ephraim. Verse 25.
Verse 25. The standard of the camp of Dan shall be on the north side by their armies. And the captain of the children of Dan shall be Ahiezer, the son of Ammishaddai, and his host, and those that were numbered of them were 62,700. And those that encamp by him shall be the tribe of Asher, and the captain of the children of Asher shall be Pegiel, son of Akron, and his host, and those that were numbered of them were 41,500. Then the tribe of Naphtali, and the captain of the children of Naphtali shall be Ahira, the son of Enan, and his host, and those that were numbered of them were 53,400. And they that were numbered of the camp of Dan were 100,050 and 7,600. they shall go hind most with their standards. These are those which were numbered of the children of Israel by the house of their fathers. All those that were numbered of the camps throughout their host were 600,000 and 3,550.
Right, that's a mighty camp right there. That's a mighty army. 600, so 600,000 and 70,000, so 60. So 360,550 men was the army of Israel. The army of Israel at this time. And that's not even counting the Levites. Verse 33.
Verse
Think about that. That's a city coming. That's a city coming at you. Like a big city. Like gather up all the Israelites out of New York City. That's a lot of warriors.
That's
Right.
That's like looking at like when you see IUIC march on steroids 10 times.
100,000.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because that's the only you see is about 800 men. You know what I mean? When you see them march, it's like 800. So just imagine the sight that you were seeing there. You know what I mean? It's a couple 100,000.
Imagine a fire drill in high school when the whole school's outside. You see that sea of students. That's only like 2,000.
Yeah.
So that's a lot. When you go out fire drill in high school, there's a lot of people outside.
Yeah.
Man, it's 600,000 warriors covered by the Most High.
Fit the battle. Fit for the battle.
Ain't no joke, man. Verse 33.
Verse 33. But the Levites were not numbered among the children of Israel as Yahweh commanded Moses. And the children of Israel did according to all that Yahweh commanded Moses. So they pitched by their standards, and so they set forward everyone after their families.
After their families
of their fathers.
Their families were listed according to the house of their fathers. It's Torah, though. Chapter 3.
The book of Numbers, chapter 3, verse 1. These also are the generations of Aaron and Moses in the day that Yahweh spake with Moses in Mount Sinai. And these are the names of the sons of Aaron: Nadab, the firstborn, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. These are the names of the sons of Aaron, the priests which were anointed, whom he consecrated to minister in the priest's office. And Nadab and Abihu died before Yahweh when they offered strange fire before Yahweh in the wilderness of Sinai, and they had no children. And Eleazar and Ithamar ministered in the priest's office in the sight of Aaron, their father. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, bring the tribe of Levi near and present them before Aaron the priest, that they may minister unto him. And they shall keep his charge and the charge of the whole congregation before the tabernacle of the congregation to do the service of the tabernacle. And they shall keep all the instructions of the tabernacle of the congregation and the charge of the children of Israel to do the service of the tabernacle. And so shall Slakia, and thou shalt give the Levites unto Aaron and to his sons. They are wholly given unto him out of the children of Israel. And thou shalt appoint Aaron and his sons, and they shall wait on the priest's office, and the stranger that cometh nigh shall be put to death.
What's that stranger?
Everybody outside of the tribe of Levi.
Right. I want to see if they know, but you still chewing on, you got to stop chewing on the bottle. You got to pay attention. So who's the stranger here?
He's talking to you.
Either one of y'all. Even you back there. Who's the stranger spoken of here?
Nah, yo, why
That's crazy. You just gave it. Here? You just gave it away.
I know I did. Nah, why sit at this table?
How do we not know? He just gave the answer away.
Why you got headphones
That's
on your head?
Crazy.
Because I've been at them. Take them headphones off your head. Put the headphones on the table. That ain't the table. That ain't the table.
So, who's the stranger spoken of here?
Who's the stranger, son? Ain't none of y'all paying attention. Because I just
So
said
we've been reading about rank and we've been reading about order. The armies were given specific jobs. They was given directions.
No.
They're even given directions on how to set up and how to move when we have to travel as a body, the nation of Israel. And then within the Levites, who are in the center of the camps, who don't fight, they have specific jobs. And whenever somebody that's not assigned to that job comes near, is what it's letting you do, to take that position, that office, he is a stranger. So that stranger is whoever is not assigned to the specific duties of his father. This right now, speaking of Aaron and his sons, they have specific duties amongst the congregation in the tabernacle or temple. So the stranger here is anybody that's not of the sons of Aaron, of Aaron or his sons. So this could be other Levites even. Just to show the word stranger, you can be a stranger and you can be of the same tribe as the tribe being spoke of. Aaron has this position. Other Levites can be strangers to Aaron and his sons. You understand? So the stranger that comes nigh and does something that Aaron or his sons are assigned to do, that's serious enough to be put to death. So order matters. The Most High will put you to death for going outside of the order he's given. You understand that? Because this is like, if he'll put you to death for things like this that seem so simple and like, what big deal is it? Think about that before you break. Think about that before you break honoring your father or mother. Think about that before you break the law that says thou shalt not steal. Think about when you even start looking at something somebody else has and you just want their stuff and you ain't even took it yet. The Most High will put you to death if you're not a Aaron or one of his sons and you touch the ark. Does that seem like something that's worth death? It don't seem like it, but to the Most High it is, because rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. You need to think, like, I want to emphasize that, because before we go off breaking all these commandments, they're so easy to keep, like not stealing, not being disrespectful to your parents, cursing your parents. Before we just break these commandments, covenant things that don't belong to us. Most High will put you to death for not being a son of Aaron, and you touch the things they were assigned to take care of. That's what it means to fear the Most High. Before you break his instructions, to think to yourself, I could get put to death for this. I could get hurt for this. And when you do that, that means you actually believe that he exists. Slocky, let's go back. We're at chapter 11.
Okay. Chapter 11.
Slocky, verse 11, chapter 3 of Numbers. Yeah, I like your coat hoodie too. All right, let's go back. Verse 11.
Numbers chapter 3, verse 11. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, and I, behold, I have taken the Levites from among the children of Israel, instead of all the firstborn that openeth the matrix among the children of Israel. Therefore the Levites shall be mine, because all the firstborn are mine. For on the day that I smote all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, I hallowed unto me all the firstborn in Israel, both man and beast.
Both women.
Both man and beast.
There we go with men again.
Both man and
firstborn
beast.
Man, exactly. Go ahead.
Mine. shall they be. I am Yahweh.
Mm-hmm.
And Yahweh spake unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, saying, number all the children of Levi after the house of their fathers.
Number Levi after the house
Of
of
their fathers.
So we see the article had that part right. It actually had that part right. But we see it ain't just Levi, it's all the tribes, Israel as a whole. So everything now is number of Levi by the house of their fathers. Go ahead.
Yep, the small has bore false witness on the scriptures.
Right,
Of the Torah.
right. Blaspheming the word.
And the Lord spake unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, saying, number all the children of Levi after the house of their fathers by their families. Every male from a month old and upward shall thou number them.
Mm-hmm.
And Moses numbered them according to the word of Yahweh as he was commanded. And these were the sons of Levi by the names Gershon and Kohath and Merari. And these are the names of the sons of Gershon by their families, Libni and Shimei. And the sons of Kohath by their families, Amram, Izihar, Hebron, and Uzziel, Salakia. And the sons of Merari by their families, Malhi, Mushi, and Mushi. These are the families of Levites according to the house of their fathers.
Mm-hmm.
Of Gershon was the family of the Libanites, and the family of the Shemites. These are the families of the Gershonites, those that were numbered of them according to the number of all the males from a month old and upward. Even those that were numbered of them were 7,500. The families of the Gershonites shall pitch behind the tabernacle westward, and the chief of the house of the father of the Gershonites shall be Elisaph, the son of Lael. And the charge of the sons of Gershon in the tabernacle of the congregation shall be the tabernacle and the tent, the covering thereof, and the hanging for the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and the hangings of the court, and the curtain for the door of the court, which is by the tabernacle and by the altar round about, and the cords of it for the service thereof.
Mm-hmm.
And of Kohath was the family of the Amramites, and the family of the Izaharites, and the family of the Hebronites, and the family of the Uzzielites. These are the families of the Kohathites, in the number of the males from a month old and upward were 8,600, keeping the charge of the sanctuary. The families of the sons of Kohath shall pitch on the side of the tabernacle southward, and the chief of the house of the father of the families of the Kohathites shall be Elizaphan, the son of Uzziel.
Mm-hmm.
And their charge shall be the ark, and the table, and the candlestick, and the altars, and the vessels of the sanctuary wherewith they minister, and the hanging, and all the service thereof.
Mm-hmm.
And Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest, shall be chief over the chief of the Levites, and have the oversight of them that keep the charge of the sanctuary.
So even within the sanctuary, within the Levites, you got order, you got high ranking positions, you got regular positions of the people doing the work, but even that's according to what family they come from. The Kohathites, they got their specific duties. The who we reading about, the Merarites, right now we're on Kohathites. We read the Gershonites, they had their job. And then it says Eleazar, so Aaron's son, even he's chief over the chief Levites. So there's chief Levites of these families, right? And then you got Eleazar, he's chief over them. Then you got who's over Eleazar? Aaron. So there's rank and file, there's order, right? And it's not a problem when you go to work. But it'd be a problem when you deal with Israel. Like that's the only way to keep things flowing the way it should, or else everybody's doing whatever, and there's no unit when doing things. You gotta have a system of order and rank and everything. You gotta have that in your house, and even the house is established rank and file. Yahweh, Shai, man, woman, children. Everything. This is everything done decently and in order. Go ahead. Verse 33.
Yeah. Merari was the family of the Mahalahites and the family of the Mushites. These are the families of Merari, and those that were numbered of them according to the number of all the males from a month old and upward were 6,200. And the chief of the house of the father of the families of Merari was Zuriel, the son of Abishael. These shall pitch on the side of the tabernacle northward, and under the custody and the charge of the sons of Merari shall be the boards of the tabernacle, and the bars thereof, and the pillars thereof, and the sockets thereof, and all the vessels thereof, and all the seventh thereto, and the pillars of the court round about, and their sockets and their pins, and their cords. But those that encamp before the tabernacle toward the east, even before the tabernacle of the congregation eastward, shall be Moses and Aaron and his sons, keeping the charge of the sanctuary for the charge of the children of Israel, and the stranger that cometh nigh shall be put to death.
Mm-hmm.
All that were numbered of the Levites were Moses and Aaron numbered at the commandment of Yahweh throughout their families. All the males from a month old and upward were 22,000.
Mm-hmm.
And Yahweh said unto Moses, number all the firstborn of the families of the children of Israel from a month old and upward, and take the number of their names. And thou shalt take the Levites for me, I am Yahweh, instead of all the firstborn among the children of Israel, and the cattle of the Levites instead of all the first of the children of Israel. And Moses numbered as the Lord commanded him all the firstborn among the children of Israel, and all the firstborn males by the number of the names from a month old and upward. Of those that were numbered of them were 22,213.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, take the Levites instead of all the firstborn among the children of Israel, and the cattle of the Levites instead of their cattle, and the Levites shall be mine. I am Yahweh. And for those that are to be redeemed of the 213 of the firstborn of the children of Israel, which are more than the Levites, thou shalt even take 5 shekels apiece by the pole after the shekel of the sanctuary. Shalt thou take them, the shekel is 20 gerahs, and thou shalt give the money wherewith the odd number of them is to be redeemed unto Aaron and to his sons. And Moses took the redemption money of them that were over and above them that were redeemed by the Levites of the firstborn of the children of Israel. Took he the money, and 1,365 shekels after the shekel of the sanctuary. And Moses gave the money of them that were redeemed unto Aaron and to his sons according to the word of Yahweh, as Yahweh commanded Moses.
All right. So yeah, the article, stated the matrilineal descent according to Torah and Book of Ezra, which is
Straight
clearly a falsehood and a lie. Clearly a lie, right? And we can even examine it further. So I want to get one more into Torah, and then we're going to go to Ezra and just really obliterate this falsehood. Ezra and the Torah, matrilineal descent. Numbers 36, 1-12.
Go ahead, grab it. 36, 1-12.
So this law right here really puts a nail in that coffin. If what we read already isn't enough, this one, if your lineage is determined by your mother, tell me how this law works.
Chapter 36.
The book of Numbers, chapter 36, verse 1 through 11. 1 through 12, right? And the chief fathers of the families of the children of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, of the families of the sons of Joseph, came near and spake before Moses and before the princes, the chief fathers of the children of Israel. And they said, the Lord commanded my Lord to give the land for inheritance by lot to the children of Israel. And my Lord was commanded by the Lord to give the inheritance of Zelophehad, our brothers unto his daughters.
So because Zelophehad didn't have any sons, so this is one of Zelophehad's brethren of the children of Manasseh, and he's coming to Moses with this problem, right? So Zelophehad only had daughters, and he wanted the daughters to have his inheritance. So this is the topic that Machir is bringing up to Moses. Go ahead. And he told him, Moses already in past this problem that came about, and the judgment, Moses told him that the daughters can have the inheritance, but there was something that was required if they got that inheritance. That's what he's bringing up. So go ahead, verse 3.
And if they be married to any of the sons of the other tribes of the children of Israel, then shall their inheritance be taken from inheritance of our fathers, and shall be put to the inheritance of the tribe whereunto they are received. So shall it be taken from the lot of our inheritance. And when the jubile of the children of Israel shall be, then shall their inheritance be put unto the inheritance of the tribe whereunto they are received. So shall their inheritance be taken away from the inheritance of the tribe of our fathers.
Yeah, so he's just going to explaining the situation that happened, that it came up if it was to go to somebody, if they were to marry somebody outside of their tribe, the inheritance would end up in the tribe of whoever they married. But if it's determined, if the seed's determined by the mother, that wouldn't be a problem. Inheritance wouldn't be lost because, I mean, they're women. But because they're women and they're going to marry a man, that man's going to get the inheritance, and he's of another tribe. Now the other tribe is going to have that inheritance. That makes zero sense at all, right? Keep going.
And Moses commanded the children of Israel according to the word of the Lord, saying, the tribe of the sons of Joseph has said well. This is the thing which the Lord thus commands concerning the daughters of Zelophehad.
Yeah, there you go.
Saying, let them marry to whom they think best. Only to the family of the tribe of their fathers shall they marry.
Go ahead.
So shall not the inheritance of the children of Israel remove from tribe to tribe. For every one of them, children of Israel, shall keep himself to the inheritance of the tribe of his fathers. And every daughter that possesseth an inheritance in any tribe of the children of Israel shall be wife unto one of the family of the tribe of her father.
Shall be what?
Shall be wife unto one of the family of the tribe of her father. that the children of Israel may enjoy every man the inheritance of his fathers. Neither shall the inheritance remove from one tribe to another tribe, but every one of the tribes of the children of Israel shall keep himself to his own inheritance.
So that shows too also that if most likely you're supposed to take chiefly, not that you have to, but chiefly a wife of your own tribe too. You know what I mean? So that if you do have daughters only, the inheritance goes to the same tribe of your forefathers.
If you have daughters only, it's no way around it. Or the tribe, or well, they can, but then you can't give them the inheritance.
Yeah.
Now you got to pass it off to a relative, a brother or a nephew or a third cousin. If that's the closest male relation you got in your tribe, that's where the inheritance has to go, unless them daughters are gonna marry some man inside of the tribe.
So let alone that, not even taking out of the children of Israel, I would have been messing up. You giving your child to another nation, because if you have a child by an Asian man, now he's the child of the Asian man, the seed of the Asian man. Or if you have a seed by Esau, your child might come up with melanin or whatever, but your child's still an Edomite.
Nope. But according to, see, this is how they usurp the position. According to traditional Jewish law, halakha, if the mother is a Jewish, it don't matter if the father's a Moabite, a Hamite, a Edomite, anybody, that baby's still a Jew. That's according to halakha.
Yeah, that's what they try to do with Herod. They try to stick Herod. What's the house I'm thinking of? They was all.
Well, you got Herod, same time frame,
yeah,
or a different time frame?
Same time frame.
Agrippa? No.
What's the Agrippa?
No. I'm trying to figure out. Give me more.
They was all from Roman fathers and stuff. But they had Jewish, they had Hebrew mothers.
Well, I definitely know the whole Herod line.
Yeah.
So
Herodias. Yeah, they was the Herodias line. So they was pretending to usurp the authority of Israel by having Roman fathers and then sticking them in the place of the tribe of Judah or so forth, trying to say that they was the rulers and they was really other nations. And they was pretty straight up, pretty much the first ancient kings.
Yeah,
so just cheer about it.
And I think and real quick, and what I was about to say, and the same is, I'm just gonna say, and the same as today, the Roman powers, the powers that be were accepting this.
Yeah.
So then it became a thing, because the rulers, they accepted this doctrine, this belief. Go ahead.
Salaki and the prophet Tobit, Justice Adam Tobit.
Oh yeah.
You taking the wife of your own tribe. Yeah, I was going to bring that up. You can go ahead and read it.
Beware of all for them, my son, and chiefly take a wife of thy seed of thy father.
Chiefly.
Right.
So if it's within your means, you're supposed to marry within your own tribe. Yeah, I mean, it's a chief thing to do. Like I said, it's not saying you can't marry another Israelite woman outside another tribe, but chiefly it's the thing to do.
And you're doing charity. You're exercising charity, because you want to marry your daughter to a righteous man and also a man of good stock. So if you're of the same tribe, and if you're marrying your sons to your tribesmen, they don't have to be searching for somebody else or who can I marry my daughter to. So you're also exercising charity with your tribesmen.
Isn't that also what the law of if your wife dies, you didn't have any children, your brother has to
right? You're supposed to, and them children is supposed to get the name of the brother. So like you gonna have your family, but those children of that woman get the name of the brother. Meaning what? Because you take all his inheritance, but that woman's kids, like they get the inheritance. You can't be like, well, I like my kids with this woman over here. I got this man for my son. I'm gonna give it to them. No, you got to give it to there because it's for your brother's name.
It's considered for
Mm-hmm.
I got a precept too. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 26, 23, 21. And it says, when thou hast gotten a fruitful possession through all the field, sow it with thine own seed, trusting in the goodness of thy stock. So thy race which thou leadest shall be magnified, having the confidence of their good descent. You know what I mean? So you want to be making sure that your children is being raised up in the confidence that y'all are refining your culture, the laws of your forefathers, and y'all are pertaining to the same structure in your household. You know what I mean? So that's why it's also important to marry a woman of your tribe chiefly.
Okay. So where we at? We didn't finish, right?
No.
Ezekiel, it's on you.
Go ahead, Ezekiel, you still reading?
6. This is the thing which the Lord doth command concerning the daughters of Zelophehad,
There you
saying, let them marry to whom they think best, only to the family of the tribe of their fathers shall they marry. So shall not the inheritance of the children of Israel be moved from tribe to tribe, for every one of the children of Israel shall keep himself to the inheritance of the tribe of his fathers. And every daughter that possesseth an inheritance in every tribe of the children of Israel shall be wife unto one of the family of the tribe of her father, that the children of Israel may enjoy every man the inheritance of his fathers. Neither shall the inheritance remove from one tribe to another tribe, but every one of the tribes of the children of Israel shall keep himself to his own inheritance. Even as the Lord commanded Moses, so did the daughters of Zelophehad, for Mahlah, Tiza, and Hagla, and
Milcah.
And Noah, the daughters of Zelophehad, were married unto their father's brother's son. And they were married into the families of the sons of Manasseh, the son of Joseph, and the inheritance remained in the tribe of the family of their fathers.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's blatantly obvious that according to Torah, the lineage is by the fathers, and this is a lie, and it's a fulfillment. What are they fulfilling? They're fulfilling this Daniel 7:25. They're fulfilling that to this day. Small hats are Daniel 7:25. Read that, CJ. You got answer your pants. Let me get this one verse. Read it nice and strong. Daniel 7:25. This is what they're fulfilling. No, Daniel's nowhere close to that. Yeah, go ahead, read it. No, Daniel 7:25.
The book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 25. He shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws.
Times
and give it into his hands unto a time, and times and dividing of the time.
So they are changing laws. They're wearing out the saints, and they're changing times and laws. This law says seed lines determined by the fathers. They not only are saying it's by the mothers, they're making claims that it's in the Torah. Where's that? Somebody bring it out. Where's that in Torah? Anybody? 45, 65, 66, anybody? Nobody? No, but where does it say in the Torah that it's determined by the mother?
It don't say that.
It don't say that? Nobody? Nowhere?
Not nowhere.
Nowhere. It don't say that, man. They liars, and they speak great words against the Most High. Yeah, it's in the Torah. It's in the Torah and Ezra. Lineage is by the mother. It's in the Torah. And they changed the laws. No, the law it's by the father. No, what we doing by the mother. And they wearing out this true saints of the Most High. Because, yeah, them niggas ain't it. They just niggas. So now let's deal with Book of Ezra. 10. Let's start with 10:2-5. The verse that they're referring to in the simple little article. Let's start at 10, verse 2-5. And CJ, do you got an apocrypha?
No.
Well, here, take mine. And when I'm ready, I want you to read out of it.
Up to Ezra, what?
I'm gonna give it to him. First Ezra. I want
First Esdras.
No, I want you to go where you're going.
Oh, yeah.
I'm while you get it, I'm asking CJ if he had an apocrypha. He said no, so I'm giving mine. Here, CJ. You see this highlighted part right there?
Yeah, all the way down.
Yeah. So when I call on you, that's what I want you to read. All right. Okay. So we're at Ezra 10. Now, hold it there. We ain't reading that one yet. All right. So we're at Ezra 10, verse 2-5.
Book of Ezra, chapter 10, verse 2. And Shechaniah, the son of Jehiel, one of the sons of Elam, answered and said unto Ezra, we have trespassed against our power, have taken strange wives of the people of the land. Yet now there was hope in Israel concerning this thing. Now therefore let us make a covenant with our power to put away all the wives and such as are born of them according to the counsel of my Lord, and of those that tremble at the commandment of our power, and let it be done according to the law. Rise, for this matter belongeth unto thee. We also will be with thee. Be of good courage and do it. Then arose Ezra and made the chief priests, the Levites, and all to swear that they should do according to this word, and they swear.
So boom, the end. See, lineage must be by the women, or why are they putting these women and children together? These children are not Israelites. The moms is of other nations, they're of other nations. Nah. But it's even it mentioned let's do it according to the law. Okay, yeah. Well, why this specific judgment is the question. And is it because you already know the answer. Is why this specific judgment? Is it because the mother determines the seed, or is it something else? We already see in law that it can't be the mother, so it has to be something else, and that's what we're going to go into and dig into. What is that something else? Why this specific judgment? I did a class on it. They was there. I don't know if they was paying attention. No, they're on his neck.
I thought I was trying to find this spot.
Go ahead, ask him again.
I say, are you familiar with this story that we're reading?
Yeah.
Okay, so why did they put the mothers away with the children? If you don't know, it's okay. Say you don't know, man.
I don't know.
Or you don't remember. That's fine.
They don't remember.
I really don't remember.
All right, well, we're going to get into it. Don't even worry. So what is the something else? Let's start with Ezra 9, verse 1-3.
The book of Ezra, chapter 9, 1-3.
We're gonna get into this. We're gonna show exactly why they would have to put away the children with the women.
Now, when these things were done, the princes came to me, saying, the people of Israel and the priests and the Levites have not separated themselves from the people of the land, doing according to their abominations.
So underline it. Problem one. They were what?
Doing abominations.
Doing according to their abominations. So not just that they hadn't separated from people of the lands. Also, they was coming back to Israel, right? From captivity. And it says that they have not separated from the people of the lands, doing according to their abominations. This is the problem. They were doing according to the abomination. Same abomination got them into slavery. Go ahead.
For they have taken Salakia. For the land, Salaki, the people of Israel and the priests and the Levites have not separated themselves from the people of the lands, doing according to their abominations. Salaki, even of the Canaanites, the Hittites and Perizzites, the Jebusites, the Ammonites and the Moabites, the Egyptians and the Amorites.
These are all the filthiest people of the land. The Canaanites specifically, we're supposed to destroy all of them because of the abominations that they did. We back following their abominations, marrying their women, keeping their customs, right? The Ammonites, the Moabites, they was born of incest and wasn't supposed to be allowed in the congregation. The Egyptians, the Amorites, all these people are abominable people, and we were doing according to their abominations. Keep reading.
For they have taken of their daughters for themselves and for their sons, so that the holy seed have mingled themselves with the people of those lands.
So it wasn't even just the sons taking daughters. We was even back giving daughters to sons. Go ahead.
Yea, the hand of the princes and the rulers have been chief in this trespass.
So as if the people be who is. The people are going to act according to who acts.
According to
their
how
judge, their leaders act.
Yeah.
Right. So even the chief princes and rulers were committing this trespass. So that's going to trickle down to everybody, right?
Yeah.
Most certainly it is. Go ahead.
And when I heard this thing, I rent my garment and my mantle and plucked off the hair of my head and of my beard and sat down astonished.
Okay, drop that. So now you give me the count in First Ezra.
I got it.
Yeah, I want to give him a chance to read. First Ezra 8:69-70.
Now when these things went
You gotta read that.
You gotta read from your gut.
Now when these things were done, the ruler came unto me and said, the nation of Israel, the princess,
not princess. It's all right. Princes. Like more than one of you guys.
Princes, the priests.
Keep it up. Elevate your voice.
The priests and
Levites
had not put away from them the strange people of the land.
Hold on. You see a comma. Now pause. Go ahead.
Of the land, nor the pollution of the Gentiles.
They haven't put away the pollutions of the Gentiles, committing the abominations of these Gentile nations. It's the same. It's just written different. It's the same account we just read in Ezra. Go ahead.
Hold up.
To wit.
To wit of the Canaanites.
Yep.
Hittites. And
Perizzites. Jebusites. All Canaanite nations. Go ahead.
And the
Moabites.
Egyptians, and
Edomites. All the most profane nations we're intermingling with, giving our sons to and taking their and giving our daughters to, and vice versa, and still committing the abominations and pollutions of these nations. That's the underlying part. The pollutions, the abominations of these nations, and us taking part in them. Go ahead, verse 70.
For both
they
and their sons have married with their daughters, and the holy seed
is
mixed with the strange people of the land. And from the beginning of this matter, the rulers and the great men have been partaken in this
iniquity. This iniquity. So this isn't a new transgression. This same transgression we see committed in time past. Somebody give me Judges 3, verse 5 to 7. Because this is where you're going to get to the bottom of it. You're looking in, it's not, the Bible isn't just one scripture. The Christians, they go to one scripture. Oh, look, the whole Bible means this because this one verse said that. The small hats, this one verse says, put away the sons, the children with the mothers. Now the children ain't even Israelites. But reading is fundamental, right? Study to show thyself approved. Who got that Judges 3 and 5? Hey, y'all should already been
I
there.
know, right?
I got it. I already had it in my phone.
Bring it out.
Book of Judges 3, verse 5. And the children of Israel dwelt amongst the Canaanites, Hittites, Amorites, and Perizzites,
Mm-hmm.
and Hivites and Jebusites.
Basically, we just read all them nations in Ezra, right? Go ahead.
And they took their daughters to be wives and gave their daughters to their sons.
So same thing. Hold on. Same problem that we're reading, right? In Ezra. Taking their sons and marrying them to our daughters, and and our sons marrying their daughters. This is the same thing and same people. Finish that verse.
And served their God.
And did what?
And served their God.
Same problem. So it ain't just intermarrying and serving their gods. Go ahead. 7, verse 7.
And the children of Israel did evil in the sight of Yahweh and forgot the Lord their God and served Balaam in the grove.
And the grove so now phrase it the way it is in Ezra. Did the abominations and pollutions of these Gentile nations. You see that? It's the same thing. Happened in time past. From there, go to Ezra 9, verse 14. Back to Ezra 9, drop to verse 14.
Ezra 9.
All right, I got it.
You want to bring it up?
We look at Ezra 9 to 13. Should we again break thy commandments?
So should we again, because we had did this many a times in time past, right? Specifically what we just read. Should we again break thy commandments? Go ahead.
And join in affinity with the people, with the people of these abominations.
So it ain't just some of the men laying with some heathen women. We was giving our daughters to them, and our sons was taking their daughters and joining in affinity. That means what? We were blending cultures. But I'm gonna get to that with the definition of affinity. So we were joining in affinity with the people of these abominations. Go ahead.
Wouldst not thou be angry with us till thou hadst consumed us, so that there should be no remains, nor escaping?
See that? That's the question. So that's Ezra pleading in his prayer. So I got the definition of affinity, 1828 Noah Webster's. I like to use that because it's close as you can get to 1611, the words they was using back then when they translated. So the 1828 definition for affinity is, y'all listening? The relation contracted. So the relation contracted. What's a contract? It's an agreement that you sign, that you write out and you sign, and now you're binded to it. You can't break it. So joining affinity is the relation contracted by marriage. Watch this. Between a husband and his wife's kindred, not just the husband and the wife, husband and that wife's kindred, meaning his family, his people, their customs, their gods, and between a wife and her husband's kindred. See that? Right, and then you got agreement, relation, conformity. Are we supposed to conform to the other nations' customs and ways? No, not. So that's what affinity. So Ezra said that we again break the commandments and join affinity with the people of these abominations. Another example of receiving judgment for this very transgression in times past we'll find in book of Hosea, chapter 5, verse 1 to 7. Somebody give me that. Hosea, book of Hosea, chapter 5, verse 1 to 7. Mm-hmm.
Hosea chapter 5, verse 1 to 7. Here we go. Hear ye this, O priest, and hearken ye house of Israel, and give ye ear, O house of the king, for judgment is toward you, because ye have been a snare of Mizpah, and a net spread upon Tabor, and the revolts are profound.
The revolters.
Though I have been a rebuker of all of them, I know Ephraim. Israel is not hid from me.
Go ahead.
For now, O Ephraim, thou committest whoredom. Israel is defiled. They will not frame their doings to turn unto their God. The spirits of whoredom not known Yahweh. What's the
spirit of whoredom that Ephraim committed? Anybody?
No.
Well, they were, well, not just Edomites, and it's more than just laying with, y'all remember, it's more than just laying with some women of another nation. Because Ruth was a Moabite. Moses' wives was Hamites. All right.
But Moses, you were able to take a woman of another nation as a spoil.
Right. And what happened with all these instances? Them women did what?
They took off the customs of their nation.
And they took on our customs. And we ain't have shit to stock it. Nothing to do with the customs of their fathers or dealing with their families and conforming to anything. Right? So that was the whoredom of Ephraim, joining and intertwining with other nations and taking on their customs and really going into all the way into idolatry. You remember the Ephraim, the king, was it Jehoram? Because Rehoboam was son of Solomon, so the other one was Jehoram. Jeroboam, Salakia. Jeroboam didn't want Northern Kingdom going to Jerusalem for the feast, so he did what? He built a temple in Ephraim and one in Dan. He put a bull in Ephraim. He put a bull in Dan. So this was the whoredom of Ephraim. Go ahead.
I have a scripture on that. Joshua 23:11.
Let's go there after.
Okay.
Let's finish this out. Let me get. I got one in Malachi too. Then let's go there. All right. But yeah, it's right on point. So we get that after Malachi. You continue reading. So that's the whoredom of Ephraim. Continue reading verse 5 to 7.
Verse 5. And the pride of Israel doeth testify to his face. Therefore shall Israel and Ephraim fall in their iniquity. Judah also shall fall with them. They shall go in their flocks and with their herds to seek Yahweh. They shall not find him. He hath withdrawn himself from them.
And it's going to say why.
They have dealt treacherously against Yahweh. For they have begotten strange children.
They begotten children that were worshiping what? Idols. Children that were keeping the customs of the other nations. So this is the, shall we transgress again and then be destroyed? That's what he's talking about. Somebody give me Malachi 2, verse 11 to 12.
Man, you should know them books by heart, man.
So we just read about Ephraim. Now we're about to read about.
It's not back there.
We read about Ephraim. We about
It's
2.
not back there.
Malachi 2, verse 11. Now we're gonna read Judah doing the same thing. Are you there?
You used to know it.
Malachi is right before Matthew.
He used to know it by heart.
You just far away from it.
Yeah, you do got a lot in.
All right, now I'll bring that out.
Bro.
Malachi 2, verse 11.
Mhm.
Judah hath dealt treacherously, an abomination is committed in Israel.
So Judah have dealt treacherously, and an abomination is committed in Israel. Go ahead. Go ahead, read.
Is committed in Israel and in Jerusalem.
Mhm.
Judah hath profaned the holiness of Yahweh,
Mhm.
which he loved.
Yeah.
And hath married the daughter of a strange god.
What's that mean again?
Whoredom.
Whoredom. He's taking on and he's keeping the pollutions and abominations of the other nations. Go ahead.
Salakia, when
Mhm.
also you bring up today, you take on the customs of Babylon the Great today,
Mhm.
you married the daughter of a strange nation as well, because this is the daughter of Babylon, aka Babylon the Great.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, so you taking on the wife of a strange woman and all those things.
Mhm. And we really be married to these things. We would really be cleaved to these ways of Babylon, the holidays
That's
and
what I was gonna say.
the religions and even just the regular worldly philosophies, like the philosophy of a bad girl, or the philosophy of a young nigga, or the philosophy of a dope boy, or a philosophy of a stick-up kid, or what?
Wearing all black all the time. Wearing damn Pusheisty mask
all
all day.
black.
What's wrong with all black? You being profiled, and it was set up by design, said that you be profiled by Babylon the Great. So therefore, if somebody does a crime and they're a suspect, when you're out and you're walking around with all black and your Pusheisty mask on, you fit the description of a suspect.
Yeah.
That's what's wrong with it.
He's giving you
Because they've been doing snatching grabs in Walmart and Wawa when we're all black in the Pusheisty mask. Therefore, if somebody does it and you're in the vicinity, whether you did it or not, they can pull you over and profile you because guess what? You fit the description of a suspect. That's what's wrong with it.
Yeah.
They made it cool to do that instead of have you diverse. You're supposed to be set apart in the first place. That's what's wrong with it.
Yeah, it's not that you can't ever wear all black. It's that you're wearing all black all the time, and you guys are the age of the YNs, and you're not just wearing all black. You're wearing your hoodie's always on.
Do-rag's always on.
You're not do-rag.
Yeah,
you're
the do-rag too. Black
Pusheisty covers that.
do-rag too.
Right.
Like I'm telling you what I see. You always got your do-rags on. You always got the Pusheisty mask on, face covered up. It looks stupid, number one. And then you wearing skinny jeans, which is metrosexual pants. So they teach you to look at a woman's behind and your own behind, and then you wearing your pants off your behind that day.
Huh.
It's homosexual activity. That's what's wrong with it.
But yeah, rap philosophy.
If you looked at 20 years ago, we was wearing baggy pants. And some of us were sagging them. But then when you couldn't sag your pants, you got baggy pants because you wanted the baggy look. But then you're wearing skinny pants with your pants half off your ass. It looked retarded.
Mm-hmm. Not fit pants.
And then they did that by design.
Matter of fact, we used to get made fun of if we wore pants that actually fit.
Yep.
Like
they were snug. Or they
go
were
to
too high. They
Walmart.
call them high wooders. Y'all pants is up off of your ankles.
Happy
It's called high wooders.
They're not happy to wear high wooders.
Remember that? We said that you got high wooders on.
Yeah.
Nah, they got high wooders on. That's what we would call them back in the day.
But
yeah, them high wooders. I can see the sock.
Yeah, you say you're waiting for a flood to come. All right, let's not divert too much though. But those are different philosophies that we are married to here in Babylon the Great. And we're supposed to be married to the Most High. We're supposed to be married to the doctrine of Hawashai, the laws of God, being charitable to each other, and being appearing blameless. So you
Supposed
don't
to be
appear
separate.
blameless when all you walk around in is all black all the time with your hood on and a poo shiesty. That doesn't appear blameless. That looks like you're not up to any good. So verse 12, Malachi 2:12.
Yahweh will cut off the man that doeth this,
Mm-hmm.
the master and the scholar out of the tabernacle of Jacob, and him that offer an offering unto Yahweh of hosts.
See, so and all this is what Ezra was talking about, because that's why he asked the question. He asked the question. He said,
It's like you still need plates.
Kalak brought him. He asked the question, should we again break thy commandments? Everything we just read, should we do it again and join affinity with the people of these nations? Would thou not be angry with us till thou hast consumed us, so that there should be no remnant nor escape? And that's what he's asking. And that's what we read. That's the judgments we received from in past. We would not just mess with women of another nation. We would take on their customs. We would give our daughters to their sons. That's the problem that's happening in Ezra's time. And that's why they had to put away the women and the children, because the children was pretty much heathen spiritually. You read Nehemiah, they couldn't even speak Hebrew. So the problem was these children wasn't Israelites indeed. They were still Israelites by blood, by seed, but they wasn't Israelites.
Gentiles.
They was Gentiles. They was still the same. They was the same Israelites that got us put into captivity, and now we'll return, and we're rebuilding the nation. We're supposed to be rebuilding it with righteous children, and we're supposed to be reestablishing the righteousness of our women. So our sons should have been taking our women, and our women shouldn't have been given to their sons, and vice versa. And that's what the problem was. But still, Israelites, the ones from the men. So the daughters though that had sons by heathens, no, they weren't. And that's where you also find in the Ezra Nehemiah. I plan on going into more in depth when we get up to Numbers 25. But I'm gonna show the other side where we also had heathens marrying into Israel during the same Ezra time frame, and like mentioned earlier when you brought up that scripture, and they was taking positions in even the priesthood by those marriages. So that's what was going on, is these intermarriages and the abominations taking on the customs when we come out of captivity for the same thing. So I know you had the verse Joshua. I want you to go ahead and bring that out too.
So I can build on what you were saying. You see that right now, that Hollywood and the halls of fame are forwarding these other women today on all of our athletes, our stars, and everything.
Yeah.
That the real Israelite woman or the Judite woman, Israel or Judah, that those women are being undermined. And now it's a full go for the brothers. They lost their pollution of the seed. So when they'll come out here and they start to engage in these abominable acts, you watch evil excel because they're coming with a different spirit, a polluted spirit.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just letting back up that, they grouping our women to be looked at as undesirable. You know what I mean? And then, like, I remember if you could go back at least 30 years ago, like, our women wasn't really involved in stuff like that. Even if you go to an adult film or whatever, you would rarely see them in adult films. And now, if you go and scroll, you might see them all over it. They were as though they wasn't doing it at all, man. Because I remember my mother worked in a video store, and you would never see that.
I know. You're hard pressed.
Yeah.
Joshua 23:11. Take good heed, therefore, unto yourselves, that ye love Yahweh thy power. Else, if you do any wise, go back and cleave unto the remnant of these nations, even these that remain among you, and shall make marriages with them, and go into them, and them into you, and they into you. Know for certainty that Yahweh your power will no more drive out any of these nations from before you, but ye shall be snares and traps unto you, and scourges unto your side, and thorns unto your eyes, and you shall perish from off the good land which Yahweh your power have given you.
Come.
And we're watching, but like we're watching these brothers now that when they get into a fight, you watch the wealth be drained out of them. It's a set. You're watching a lot of them going to jail. OJ, Bill Cosby, all of these brothers,
Ray Lewis.
Yeah, all of these brothers, they're in the crosshairs.
Yeah.
The crosshairs for fame. Look at the guy who does the garment. What is this? The one that IUIC took and spoke about. That said that we are the Jews. He got in trouble.
Oh, we just was talking about it too. Kyrie.
Yeah.
Kyrie Irving. No, Kanye. Yeah.
And then they'll go back and still marry into the snare.
Yeah.
They'll find another one that looks just like the past.
Yeah. I ain't seen it, but I heard about it. Crazy, man.
And that's when the scripture.
Ain't that crazy, man?
Ain't that crazy? That's when the scripture says, "Shall a man pity a man who a snake charmer when he is bitten?" Right?
Yeah.
These guys are charming these women, and they're setting these women because Jake is going back and laying with these other women. They're setting the marker of what a quality woman is for Jake.
Sure.
They're usurping the authority of the sister in her role for her man.
Yeah. Absolutely. And then they set them up for a trap of the other nation too, because they turned him for it. It was a basketball player. He had told one of the women, he was like, "Look, you don't sign this prenup when you walk down the aisle." And she said, "Well, I'm not signing no prenup." And she had got all the wedding and all that set up, invited all the family, and she went to the aisle. He went to the casino. He didn't come to the marriage. She told her, "Look, I meant what I said. You don't sign this. Ain't nothing popping." Yeah, he ain't married either. Because they trying to set it up like that.
Question, right?
And as soon as you said something that they don't like, people have that woman messing up.
Yep.
In court, going before your enemy, you're going to rule in their favor because he hates you.
And he a part of that really like top 1% that really hates you.
Oh yeah, well, yeah.
He living in that paradigm. I mean, he hate us, but he don't just hate us. He hate his own too. You know what I mean? So what you think he think about you?
Perfect hatred.
Yeah, perfect hatred.
And now the sisters or Israel women are looking at this, and for them to survive, they have to step outside themselves and get as vulgar as possible. They have to be as solicit as possible, lascivious as possible. She has to pull her bra off and go down the street damn near buck naked to get the attention of Jake, because she's perplexed in how to attract her Israelite man, because we've been pouring at the devils.
She's not even trying to attract. She's trying to live in the moment at this point. That's it.
Yeah.
She don't know what to do. You can't even tell the modest one. And you might talk to one that might have a great personality, whatever, but you can't tell because they all dress the same. They all dress the same. Like, man, everybody, I don't like how you dress. Like, you really got a nice personality. And then she's gonna get mad because you say something about how she dressed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? After that, you might got all these good personalities and these aspects of brother looking for. You know what I mean? And then you just mad that I told you about how you dress and I don't like that. What's wrong with how you dress? What ain't wrong with how you dress? Put on some clothes so I can see what your thoughts look like. You know what I mean? You showing everybody your body. I don't want no woman shit. And then you might find these women in the truth. And you got to peel back the layers on that head wrap, that onion. You know what I mean? Because she pretending who she is. You know what I mean?
And you have some of these women. What is the basketball dude that was in a helicopter?
Oh, Kobe.
With Kobe, you know, and look how his wife treats his mother in his absence, right?
I haven't really been seeing too much.
Yeah, how's that?
No, she's cool to her. Didn't give her nothing, you know, she's on her own. But who raised that star? Whose matrix did he come from?
Oh, right.
He knew hers, and when he was here, he wasn't respectful of his mother.
Kobe was.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you gotta listen to his story. Yeah. Yes.
Scriptures say that he that curseth his father and mother shall perish.
Yes,
and that's exactly what happened.
Right.
maybe that's something to do with
A
it.
judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah, falling on them, right? You got these young brothers who got mothers who spend unlimited time trying to keep them from out of the prison system, trying to keep them from being killed throughout the night, spending their days, hours, and money attending games and practices, hundreds of millions of hours invested in their tail just so that they can survive and do what they want. And then you turn your back on your money.
Or you return vexations to your mother.
That's a grooming process too.
Yes.
Because we don't need no more ball players and rappers and stuff. We need some doctors. We need some farmers and stuff. So some of them is trying to keep the father away so he can teach him how to be a real man too. So it might be a through judgment too.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because some of the fathers stand away just how the mother acting nowadays. He ain't there just because how the father, how the mother treating the father. He want to be there, but he can't.
You talking about Kobe?
No, just in general.
Because Kobe had his pops. But what Kalak's talking about, though, he made a good point, though, because regardless if it's for basketball or something we don't really need, she still is putting in all that effort and sacrificing her time and making herself all about him. Like, and this is what mothers do.
Yes.
And feed them and putting herself last, and then to return vexation or to return getting rich and not even sharing what you got.
Exactly.
And she done helped you to get there and sacrifice. You know, it's simple things like you getting all that and you just returning attitudes and you're disrespectful and you just a constant vexation. That's wicked as hell. That's
wicked as hell. Ain't no honor.
That's not honorable, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you can't honor the matrix that brought you through and committed herself to you, then what type of chance does the Israelite, a woman of your tribe, have with you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Not
right.
all. Not at all. You can't see mom to be beautiful. You sure enough can't
How are
see,
you ever? Go ahead.
yeah, a sister of your tribe just as beautiful. You don't
Yeah.
get that foreign thing.
Yeah, how are you ever going to love your wife as a weaker vessel if you can't even show your mother the appropriate love that she deserves?
Right. And you're already commanded that you are her covering.
Mm-hmm.
Israel is Israel's covering.
Yeah.
So you're going to take and deny them a covering, and then when they go out here and do something wicked or they do something desperate, then you talk about it. But your wicked women are living in comfort silk sheets. You know what I mean? Getting the benefits, and you're proud to be seen with them. You see that every day, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Kind
Bad woman.
And so I can almost state when you were talking about we don't need no more basketball and like there's Amalek is interesting. Amalek wants your body and your talent. He's not interested in creating a great surgeon or a great electrician or these other different disciplines of intelligence, because he wants you to remain coming to him in one of all things.
Yeah,
he
that's
just
true.
can't replace the body on the field because you're genetically designed to be able to do the impossible on the field.
Come.
So he'll open that door for you, money, but not the other door.
Yeah. Come.
all praises.
Yeah.
So, I'm about to close out. So, with that being said, seed line is determined in Torah by the father. Nowhere does even mention or hint at mothers being the determining factor of the seed line of a child. In the book of Ezra, what they might have used to hint at it, they done considered law. We've proven that to be a lie. The whole problem in Ezra was that we had Israelites coming back and becoming heathens all over again. And this was means to put that out of Israel because these same acts got us in captivity. So, that's it for this week. The what we read, Numbers 2 chapter 2 and 3. Hope the lesson was edifying. Once again, it's the Shabbat and still the new moon. So Shabbat Shalom and Ashar Kadash, what'd you say? Yariyat. Also, all praise, glory, honor, Yahweh, Bashem Mashiach, Yahweh Shai, and Shalom.
Shalom.
And Kwam Yashar. Kwam Yashar.
Go yourself.